Hey everybody, this is Robin with Stamp with Dr. Robin. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in San Diego, California, and I'm sorry I wasn't here live on Mondays, this Monday at 1, because I was working. I was actually being Dr. Robin, and I don't usually work on Mondays, and so instead I have today off, and I am going to be showing you some new products that I got from the mini September through December catalog, what we used to call the holiday catalog, because it has a lot of different holiday stuff in it, and you are going to love this catalog. If you do not have a demonstrator that you are already working with and you want to get a catalog from me, please email me. My email will be in the links below, I guess, when we're done here and I post it. I'm hoping somebody comes on live with me, because it's always more exciting if you guys are live with me, because we are going to go through a whole lot of stuff today. New stuff from Stampin' Up! Yay, got somebody. I'm not sure why I'm not seeing myself on here yet, but there we go. Hello to whoever just signed in. But anyway, Stampin' Up! News, we'll start with that. For this month, the month of August, all the kits are on sale. Not the paper pumpkin, but the kits are on sale for up to 30% off. And the kits are get them while you can. Like, there was one kit I was planning on getting and it wasn't available. If it's still there, it means it's coming back. If it just disappears altogether, it means it's gone forever. So it's one of those here today, gone tomorrow thing. But up to 30% off is pretty darn nice. Also, remember, if you bought over $50 worth of product last month, you have some bonus day coupons to use. So don't forget to use your bonus day coupons. Hey, Linda, glad you're on. That's for you, Linda, because I know you have a bonus day coupon, at least one for me, that you need to use. And what else is going on? I wanted to give you guys a little sneak peek. So, Linda, if you don't want to see it, don't look right now. But I'm going to give you a little sneak peek of the Darling Details class that we are going to be doing in 2 weeks, week and a half. Not this weekend, but the following weekend. Loving, loving, loving this Darling Details bundle. And with the class, you get half a package of, what are these called? Opaque opals, and half a package of the Bright and Beautiful paper. So here's just a real quick sneak peek of what we're going to be making. Oh, and up here, I'm finally remembering to put my host code. So if you place an order during the month of August with me online, I'd appreciate it if you'd use my host code, because that helps me get the stuff that I need to get to keep making pretty cards with you guys. So, oh, good, you did wonderful. Hey, Louise, good to see you. So this is still available if you all want to do this class, my Darling Details class, and we're going to really quickly show you some of the cards that we are making. We're going to learn this fractured card technique. Beautiful cards. Now you see them. Hopefully you see them. And I'm going to move them down a little because it looks like we're not seeing them too well. There we go. And now you don't. So if you want to make that class, you can, if you send me, Venmo me, etc., $77, your class is free, and you get the bundle plus what I just showed you. If you want to do it with the stamp set, it's $50. You get the stamp set plus what I already showed you. 4 cards, 4 envelopes, half a pack of paper, half a thing of the dots. If you just want the class, it's $25, and if you just want a PDF, it's $20. So let me know. Second thing going on is I'm going to start showing you some of the products that I got. I didn't get a lot yet. I got mostly autumn products because autumn stuff and Thanksgiving stuff and Halloween stuff comes before Christmas, even though Christmas and Hanukkah are coming up, and we all tend to make a lot of cards there. And I also got a lot of paper, and I'm going to show it to you in a different way because I know a lot of you have already seen some of this stuff. But the first thing I got is this whole autumn suite. And the suite consists of the autumn leaves stamp set. Let me move it down just a little. I'm not sure why I'm so far down. There we go, that's better. Which has these great leaves with these veins, I guess you call them, that you can put in the leaves, and this great stamp set that's going to cut out all these leaves. We've got, let me take it out of the thing. We've got these little things that just kind of texturize your paper. They don't cut really through. And we've got some leaves that are just going to be separate and embossed on their own. We've got these two great sentiment pieces put and they fit all the sentiments in here. And we've got some veins that can be used on the actual leaves. Then it comes with this wonderful paper called All About Autumn. And you can see that some of these are actual, photorealistic pictures. I think these all are, this one side. And some are of leaves and such, and some are just texture things. This looks like, I don't know, rope? I'm not sure, rope, fabric. So some, like I said, are gorgeous pictures. Some are, just wood grains. Love this one. This is kind of a bluish, very dark. I'm not sure how well it's showing up here. Corduroy, pumpkins, books, leaves, grandma's leather couch. I think this might be my favorite one, and more books. And then this is one of the more expensive papers. I think it's $15 for this 6x6 pack. And this is the reason why. When you turn it over, there's all these foiled papers. So all of these have, can you see that? Either gold or copper foil, which makes them absolutely gorgeous. And then you add in also, hey Liza, hey Dorothy, this beautiful, comes together like this copper ribbon. Look at that. Oh my gosh, look at that ribbon. I'm actually going to buy another one of these right now because I'm allowed to buy two, and I think this whole ribbon thing is going to go quickly. And this other ribbon that's an inch wide, and you're going to see why in a little bit when we make our card, why I cut it in half. But will be in a minute. And then the next thing are these dots. What are they called? Adhesive back speckled dots. I'm not sure if you can see the speckles in them, but they all have little speckles on them in all the colors that are matching this paper perfectly. And then we've got an embossing folder, and this is called Distressed Tile Embossing Folder. And hopefully you can see the distressed. This is copper clay. And you see how some of it comes out full and some of it is kind of distressed and worn away. It's very cool look. And we're actually going to use that on a little card in a minute. And then the last thing in this suite is what they're calling oxidized copper specialty paper. And this, can you see that? It's got copper foil and the pretty peacock, and also just the copper. This is going to be amazing. I have only played a little bit with it, and I will show you what I made that also used another set that I got for fall. I'm just going to leave all these here for right now because these all, to me, kind of go together. So this is another set I got for fall use. It's called Pick of the Patch, and it's got a pumpkin builder punch. And this will punch out some, both of these pumpkins. I guess if you want these, you got to cut them yourself. It'll punch out the leaves, and I'll punch out the stem. And so the card I made kind of combined these two suites. So we've got the pumpkins. I used a big one and a small one cut out from that oxidized copper. And then this is one of the papers that I just showed you. This is some of those little dots. This is one of the, the little sentiment pieces that come with the autumn leaves. So like I said, this is kind of a combo. And this is called a fractured card, or also called a shutter card. And I'll probably be making this with you guys, maybe next week even. So what do you guys think of this autumn set, or sets? This is several different sets. I am just in love with this paper. I think everything about it is just so cool. I just love autumn. And I know for most of us, it's just really hot and summery right now, but autumn is just around the corner, and I'm here to tell you, get ready. So this is the other suite that I got, everything in the suite, and this is the Berry Cute bundle, another punch bundle with this adorable bear. So it's punching out this bear. These other two you would have to fussy cut. Oh my gosh, I just noticed there's a little hat you can put on your bear, and presents and snowflakes and more presents and a tree. You can get a tree with this bear. And there are actually two different papers that go with this bear. And I'm going to show you one now and then one in a minute. So here we go. Take a look at this. So we've got some sides that this is bear paws with the presents. We've got presents. We've got this adorable, baby and mommy or daddy bear. We've got some that are lots of other little animals. I don't think you can cut any of these out. But, sorry, I got this all the wrong way. On this one, you can actually cut out this bear down here with the clothes on. So this one, this one, this one. So I actually, punched out one of these bears, and it's really, really cute. And then we also have this huge page that would be great for scrapbooking, or you can cut it up and use it as cards. And then, as always, the backs are more like backgrounds. So we've got snowflakes, we've got sweater kind of looking things, we've got trees, we've got more sweatery looking things, more sweatery looking things, and more snowflakes. So that's the back sides of this. And wait, there's more. This one also has an embossing folder that I think goes with it. If not, I think it goes with it. But this is out of the new catalog. It is got snow on it. It's a huge one. It's one of the 3D ones. Can you see the falling snow? It's kind of hard to see in the blue, but it's like darker up here, and some little snowflakes. Maybe if I put it like this, you can see it better. Not sure. But it is really cute. And then there are some dots. What are these called? Adhesive dot glitter sequins. And not only are these really, really glittery, it's like they took glitter paper and they punched it into little teeny dots. But I don't know if you can see this really well. They're really flat. So for those of you who like it, don't like, you know, sending stuff in the mail that has a lot of texture on it or raised, these are pretty flat, and they are really cute. And then there's also this beautiful ribbon. It's balmy blue and glittery. I guess glitter is the name of this suite. And then the other thing that I think people don't really notice too often are these Memory and More cards and envelopes and the Memory and More cards. These are great if you want quick cards. So they come in a package of 20, and you can see they're actually larger than your average. They're 6 by 4 1/4 instead of 5 1/2. So they're bigger than your usual cards. And you don't have to use them with these Memories and More cards, but you do get 20 of them. I think it's $12, which is a deal. And then there's this Memories and More card pack. Again, if you want to make quick cards, you take this, you put it here, you can be done. You want to tie some of this, you know, pretty ribbon in a bow and throw on a few of these glitter dots, and you can be done. Or, oh, look at the back of that one. That's awfully cute. A lot of them are great for layering, okay? So you could use this one by itself, okay? Or you could use these presents and then layer on another card on one of these little cards. So you got big cards and little cards on top of it. Or you could use even the other side like that and cover that up. Isn't that great? And I want to say these are $10 or $12 each for all of these. Look at that one. And you get these adorable stickers too that come with it. I think there's 4 sticker sheets that you could, you know, decorate around. Very, very cute. Very, very easy if you just want some quick cards. And I'll show you one card that I made using this set. So I've got the ribbon, I've got the glitter dots. This is a little piece with the snow on here. I used one of the sentiment dies, I think from that other set that I just showed you, but I can't remember. I'd have to go check. I punched this bear out of the paper, and then it just opens like that. And I used two different pieces of the paper. Isn't that adorable? Somebody send me some hearts, some love here. Hey, Carol. Glad you could join us. But I just love that whole set. And then what I wanted to show you too is a lot of the paper from the catalog. That's the other thing I spent my money on. So I'm trying to keep these in some order. Remember I told you there's a second set of paper that you can punch out bears? That's what this set is. So this, I've already cut them in half. Why? Because this is my paper share paper. So this, everything that you see here is going to be in my paper share. So this is a walk in the forest paper. Now, when you get your catalog, you are going to probably miss this paper, okay? But don't, all right? It's within the first 1 or 2 pages of the catalog. It's just right in the front. That's all you're going to see of it. But it's so cute. And look at the back for those of you who like those little teeny prints. And some of these you can, you know, they don't have to be Christmas. Certainly that's snow, stripes, not just for Christmas anymore. So that's a walk in the forest. We already did our autumn paper, all about autumn. We already did our berry Christmas paper. Okay, and then, oops, This is called Garden Walk, and it is 6 by 6, and it is an interesting package because they give you 6 of each of these. So that is why we have some duplicates here. So you get 6 of each of these different ones. Some are just pretty florals, some are ones you can use at Christmas, and then the back side are just ones that you can mix and match with. All right, this is the other real, to me, traditional Christmas paper. It's called Joy of Christmas, and it's very, to me, a more traditional. I love got 2 different ones like that with the checks. Pretty, gorgeous. That's the end of that one. And then the back of this one, let's turn these over. It's not what I expected anyway. So some of it looks more traditional, but some is wood grain, and this is little notes on the wood grain and notes on the, I think this is Pebbled Path, and another wood grain. So those are just going to be great for backgrounds. This is Merry, Bold, and Bright. This is the first set actually that you see in the catalog. Don't have, like I said, everything yet, but the paper. And this is, I think, just gorgeous, bright, happy paper. I mean, look at all those stripy things you could use year-round. This one is my favorite piece. Isn't that pretty? And then the backs are, again, all little small prints. This one's so cute. It says, fa la 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 la. That kind of gives you some idea of what the stamp set is that goes with this one. It's got bulbs, lots of little big bulbs, little bulbs. It's really cute. Okay, this is Oh Holy Night. Because I cut it in half for my paper share, you're just going to have to imagine the other half looks like this on this one. It's a gorgeous piece. I'm thinking of making it into a 12 by 12 little, sampler thing. And some are quite plain. It's plain on both sides. We've got, I guess this is supposed to be Bethlehem, stars, more stars. This set actually has 2 different stamp sets that go with it. One is stars, and one is a stamp set that has just sentiments, but the dies that go with it are a gorgeous manger set. So there's the back of that one. This one's kind of cool, isn't it? Just beautiful. Hi Patricia, hi Beatrice. This set is called Winter Meadow. You see the little deer down here? This is my favorite piece. And there is a stamp that kind of looks like this in the stamp set. We're all taking bets. Do you guys think these are pomegranates or cranberries? I know pomegranates have this little thing on them when they grow. I've never seen cranberries growing, so I can't tell you if that's what they look like. But this is just a very beautiful, soft set. And then the backs are kind of watercolory. Very pretty. Okay, so this is the Joyful Specialty Designer Series paper, and if you get the whole packet, you get 2 pieces of each of these. You can see they all have gold in them. We already showed you the oxidized copper. Now, as I'm going through here, I want you to know this is what you get if you buy my paper share. You get all of these. This is the Shining Brightly Specialty Designer Series paper. If you buy the whole thing, you only get 1 page of each of these. That's why you only get a small bit in the paper share. Beautiful with the gold foil. Like I said, these are all the specialty ones. This is the Snowflake Specialty Designer Series paper. One that's foiled, the rest that just are foiled in the background. And the one thing I don't have that I still need to get for my paper share is the Melon Mambo and Granny Apple Green foil. It's just straight foil, it doesn't have a pattern to it. So, for those of you who don't know what a paper share is, for a paper share, you are getting, for my paper share, all of these papers that I just showed you, all of them. Because you're getting a quarter pack of the entire, almost all the paper in this mini catalog. The only thing I left out actually was the Halloween sets. So I figured if you're the kind of person who is making Halloween cards, you're going to buy all those yourself anyway. And then this is all of this plus the Melon Mambo and Granny Apple that I forgot to buy is $45. And if you want it shipped, it's another $10. But that's a lot of paper. So if you were going to buy this on your own, you would be spending over $180 to buy all of these packages that you will never be able to use up. This way you get a taste of all of them, and if you like them, you buy more of something else. And then I'm throwing in some more, this is my little present to you, which are these gold foiled cards and envelopes. This is another one of those things that if you don't watch it, you are going to miss it in the catalog. We always get at least one of these sets of papers. So write this down if you like this. They're on page 34 in the new catalog. And watch out that you don't miss it because those are just really beautiful. Okay, so let's get rid of all of these and let's make a card. So the one, oh gosh, where did I put it? Here we go. The one thing I didn't show you yet that I bought were the Abundant Beauty Decorative Masks. I'm not allowed to show you anything but the cover right now, and I gotta try to find so I can tell you what page they're on. Just, oops, don't look. Well, I will put it in my blog when I get that up because I don't want to take the time to do this now. But there are these decorative masks, and you get 7 of them, and I want to say it's like $10. So you get a couple that are background. Just pull something up here. We'll pull the catalog back so you can see it. You get like a houndstooth background. You get a leaf background one. You get a snowflake background one. And then you get these series of 4 that help you make a gorgeous set of sunflowers. And that's the one that we're going to use today, is these ones that we're going to make the sunflowers. All right. So here is the card that we are going to make. And that's the beauty of this sunflower masks, is that this is not stamped. This is using a mask. I don't know if a lot of you probably haven't used our masks before or find them intimidating, but one of the things that they did to help us with these masks is they all have this little notch. You see this little notch? And that little notch is all supposed to go the same direction, and it'll help you to get everything all lined up if you put the notches in the right spots. So, you guys want to make this? Yes? And this is that ribbon. And we'll get to that in a second that I showed you. So this is just a piece of basic white cardstock, and it is 3 3/4 by 5. And we're just going to take the first one, now you could tape these down. I don't tend to, I just hold on them. And you're going to need your blending brushes. And part of the reason I love fall so much is it's the only time of year, honestly, that I usually use crushed curry and Cajun craze. I don't know why. Now, I don't have different blending brushes for each one. This is kind of my yellow blending brush. I think this is the last thing I used it on, but what I tend to do is clean it off so that I'm not transferring anything. And then I do a little stamp off like that because I don't want those blobs on here. And I'm just gonna really lightly, because you can always come back and do more. Well, this is what's so cool about this mask is it almost feels like you don't know what you're getting until you lift it up and see. I'm trying to put just a little more color towards the center and a little less around the edge. So I'm just going to hold it and take a peek. And that already just looks amazing, and I hardly have anything on here yet. And then I took a little Cajun craze. Another blending brush that I use kind of mostly for my browns. And then I just put a little bit towards the middle. Now, we're not getting the actual middle because it's still covered by this. But what I'm getting is the base of the flowers. That one got a little too much probably. There we go. Now, was that not just incredibly easy to get the base of what we're doing? I'm just, you know, when I pulled that up and I went, huh, I was just so amazed. Now, we're trying to keep these in order, and it's telling me to do flowers like this, but that's kind of not how I did them. I just actually took these flowers and put them where I wanted, and took my garden green and just, you know, they're spaced pretty far apart on this page. So you can just add flowers where you, I mean, what are these leaves? Whoops, see what happens when you move it. Add a few leaves where you want them. So there's a leaf, and then I put this leaf kind of over here coming off. Whoops, I almost put it in the Cajun craze. I don't think I want a Cajun craze leaf. And then maybe we'll put a couple of these down here. And I'm just trying to be careful not to go off of the edge. But otherwise, you can do whatever you want. Is that not the coolest thing? And then these just wash off, you guys. I just dunk them in water when I'm done. And I'm just kind of going in the order you see me going. I suppose you could put those on at any time. Now remember, I had that little notch. And I'm just kind of keeping it up in the same spot. And this one, this is copper clay. I'm using one of these little baby blending brushes. You see the difference? Because I've got just this little center part to do. I just decided I was just gonna do that lightly in there. And then let's get this out of the way before I put my hand in it. And then I do need to really clean this off well because I'm going to use the next one. Again, keeping that little notch thing up here. You see that? You could leave it like that, but I kind of wanted to play with all the little doodads here. So I think next month, September, for classes, we're gonna do just like all autumn cards, and I'm going to have everybody do this card. This one I actually did kind of light because I like the copper clay so much. I didn't want to totally cover it up. Ta-da! You guys, that is not hard, right? All right, so next I decided, this looks a little pale. So I took my soft seafoam and I just wanted to kind of, fill in the white a little bit, but really, really lightly. So I don't know if you can see, but it's just, you can probably see the difference between there and there. I just put a little on, and I'm really not pressing hardly at all. I'm just trying to make it a little less white. And like I said, you can always put more. You can't really take it away once it's there. So as light as I can, basically, just to get a little color on there. That was a little too heavy. I think that's enough. You see the difference with just a little bit of white on there? I mean, the little bit of seafoam, so it's not quite so in your face. Oh gosh. I need to find... Forgot to get ready my little sentiment. So this is from our autumn leaves. And I'm using the sentiment that says I'm thankful, because I am always thankful. Thankful for you guys, thankful for my family. We're going to bring in a well-loved Stampin' Piercing mat. This just a little scrap of some Cajun craze. Not Cajun craze, I'm using Cajun craze here. This is, what is this? Oh, it was crushed curry. Okay. And then what I did is I just cut a bubble. That's what I call these bubble words. And some people will cut them really, really, you know, close. And I don't. I tend to leave a little bit more room around here. I actually cut this a couple times, and I cut it a lot closer and went in and out of the words a little more than this, and I didn't really like it, so I kind of went back and did it like this. Now, remember this ribbon that I showed you? Gosh, it looks even bigger than an inch to me. Yeah, it's a little bit bigger than an inch. So I just thought this was too big ever to put on a card. And so I just cut up like this all the way down to here. Now, what you're noticing here, this is the other half of the one that I used before, is once you cut it in half like this, it starts fraying. And basically what I did was use that fraying to my advantage. Now you could also save these especially the big ones, and use them for something also. So if you start picking at it like this, see that? So I just thought that looked really, really cool and decided I was going to put it like that on my card. So wrap it around, tie a little knot here, because tying a bow with it was actually quite difficult. Let's just trim it down a little bit. See what I mean about you could use these? Look at that. That could totally be used for something. I'm going to totally save those and try it for something. All right, and I think I'm going to take a little glue dot and make sure that that's going to stay where I want it to stay. This isn't just another time my take-a-pick tool comes in handy. It picks off the glue dots really easily, and then you can kind of smush them a little bit with the, there you go, and that'll keep it from moving around. All right, so remember how I showed you this distress tile embossing folder? We are going to use that for our card. And this is actually a full 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 piece, because I wanted some of it to show, but I figured if I cut this down any further, you weren't going to be able to enjoy these gorgeous sunflowers. And so I have a piece of 8 1/2 by 5 1/2, scored at our usual 4 1/4 for our base, our card base. And we're just going to put that on there. And we're going to try not to run out of glue while we're doing a Facebook Live. And then we're going to take our little sentiment. Whoops. Get up there. Put a couple dimensionals. Now, one thing I noticed when I was done with this card is this is the very rare card that these are the only dimensionals I've used on it, as well as I really didn't use any bling. I really didn't think it needed any. And we can also just take another piece of our white. I'm going to go back and try to find, there we go, our little leaves here. And let's get our garden green back again. This is going to be for the inside. We'll make a dark leaf and then maybe just a lighter leaf next to it. And then where'd my glue go? There we go. Get that and put that inside. And then we will be done. What do you guys think? Is this just not the coolest set of masks. I mean, I think these are just really, really fun. And I think that, you know, when I didn't practice this at all, okay? So when I did this first card, I just went, let's see what this thing does, and it is just so easy to use. So I'm hoping that you guys will enjoy it. Those of you like Linda who come to my class, we're going to be using this as part of our class, and in fact, I'm going to try to work the class around so everybody gets to take one home too. So that'll be fun next month. All right, I'm going to put you back up. Please let me know if you need a one of these really nice little mini catalogs. Like I said, I'm not allowed to show you the inside, but it is amazing. I mean, this is really one of the best. Thank you, Myrna. I love it too. One of the best little mini holiday catalogs that I've seen in a while. I mean, every page you're just going, oh, that's so pretty. Oh, I want that. Shoot me an email at stampwithdrrobin@gmail.com if you want in on the paper share, because I'm going to be ordering it on September 5th. The first, is it 5th or 6th? Let me check. It doesn't say on here. I believe it's September 5th, but it could be the 6th that you guys are allowed to order. And so I'll be ordering all the paper share stuff, so I'll need your info by then. And hopefully you can join me next week. We'll go back to Monday at 1. So take care, everybody. Bye-bye.